And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And on the sideline, Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First, for the Bucks, Brandon Knight is out there with Mayo. And inside, a kinetic shot blocker rebounder out of Virginia Commonwealth, Larry Sanders. Then there's Carlos Delfino, and it's Ilyasova in at the four-man position. And for Milwaukee, Brandon Knight is out there with Mayo. And inside, a kinetic shot blocker rebounder out of Virginia Commonwealth, Larry Sanders. Then there's Carlos Delfino, and it's Ilyasova in at the four spot.
When the NBA realigned its divisions back in 2004, the Bucks saw themselves come in dead last in the Central for the first few years, but here recently they've thrown together some solid seasons and usually are second or third in the division.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Knight against Knight. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for the Bucks, it wasn't where they ultimately wanted to end up, but they are building towards winning the division slowly but surely. Steve, 7-9 record for them last year, though, and they'll need to improve on that.
Well, and that's not going to be easy because Chicago gets Derrick Rose back. Indiana's going to be improved. Detroit looking like they're making strides. I think the Bucks will be hard-pressed to duplicate that 7-9 record.
Well, Brandon Knight out of Kentucky is more of a combo guard than a pure point when you look at him offensively. But with his long arms and good athleticism and at 6'3", I think there's a lot of upside for him at the defensive end of the floor. I think he's a guy that could defend one and twos effectively.
And here is Knight. After the three-pointer from Delfino, Knight dishes to Mayo. Back to Knight. He kicks it to Mayo. Just 5 to shoot. The shot is off. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. I mean, he does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism, but he's really an excellent outside shooter when he's got time to set up.
Mayo with it. Now Mayo defending. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Mayo off the pitch from Ilyasova. Here's Knight. Larry Sanders with the rebound.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Ilyasova against Ilyasova. Takes the lead pass, and stolen by Knight. Dishes it to Ilyasova. Back to Knight. And there's the feed to Delfino. Here's Sanders. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Knight kicks to Mayo. No good with the triple. Knight with it. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the shot is good. Mayo's got his first bucket in this one.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Delfino, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Bucks on top, they're up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we reach. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, Steve and Clark, your thoughts?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, a curious signing for the Bucks this offseason, bringing in Pachulia on a 3-year mid-level type deal. This is a team that already had a logjam in the front court with Sanders, Henson, Ilyasova, and Drew Gooden. The Bucks traded away promising forward Tobias Harris last year for what became a couple of second-round picks. They did much the same with Mbah a Moute. It's all about getting the most out of your assets. Guys, we'll see how the Bucks do shuffling their pieces around.
It'll be interesting to see. Thanks, Doris.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Neal passes to Delfino. Pachulia, 6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And back to Minnesota, they were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year, they're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Bucks trail by 4. Delfino, good. Delfino's got 5.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, the shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up.
17 seconds left in the second quarter. Henson dishes to Ridnour. Ridnour gets a screen from Pachulia. Ridnour with it. Here's Delfino. It's blocked by Delfino. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bucks lead by 2.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The fun has begun on
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we're seeing from Delfino.
Isn't it funny? It's not always the guy you'd expect to come through with the big plays in the big game.
Yeah, he's really been a difference. But you're right, Steve. Sometimes it is that unknown X factor, and today he's proven it.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes, who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a pivot tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe. spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype. You like it? Righteous with one, you're psychic among no possess you with one though.
Happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming. Coming on, it's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this child like your nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes, I see destruction and demise. Corruption in the sky from the enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles, but percussion to provide with me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the end line. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head.
Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The future is coming on. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
Started. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team in. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000. For a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team